Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is my POP video assignment 2, and the topic for today's presentation is conditional statements used in C language. So the agenda of today's presentation is introduction, what are the conditional statements in C, types of statements, if statement, if-else statement, else-if statement, switch case statement. So coming to my introduction, I'm a first year Bachelor of Engineering student at SVC Bangalore. My name is Sai Nandan and I belong to Audi session, and my branch is Computer Science Engineering. So coming to the point, what are conditional statements in C? Conditional statements in C programming are used to control the flow of program based on certain conditions. They allow you to execute specific blocks of code based on whether the given condition is true or false. Most common conditional statements in C are if else if, nested if, and switch case. So here you can see some of the frequently the basic conditional statements used in C programming. So the first one is if, and the syntax is given below. If else if, and the nested if. And coming to the last, it is the switch case. So let's see one by one. If if statement in C, if statement is used for condition execution of a code. It allows you to execute a block of code if a specified condition is true. The basic syntax of if statement is as follows. So here you give the condition, and if the condition is true, the statement is executed. If the condition is false, it will end the code. So you can see the flowchart here. The program is going to start here, and this is a conditional block if condition, and if the condition is true, it's going to you go to the statement true statement, and if the condition is false, it's going to end the loop. Let's understand this if statement with the help of an example. So here is an example to print if the given number is even or odd. Here you can see the use of if statement here. Here if number modulus 2 is equal to 0, then print the given number is even. So here we can enter some number and it's going to like find the modulus. Modulus means it's going to give us the remainder. If the remainder is equal to 0, if you're dividing the number by 2 and if you get the remainder as 0, then the number is even, else the given number is odd. So the output is given here. I have entered the number 3 and 3 is not an even number, so it's giving the conditional if condition is not getting satisfied, so it's going to the next statement and the number is given as odd. You can see here 3 modulus 2 is not equal to 0, so it's not going to like execute this statement, true statement. It's going to and execute the false statement, that is the number is odd. So coming to the next statement, that's if else statement. The if else statement is used to perform two operations for a single condition. If else statement is an extension to the if statement using which we can perform two different operations. That is one for the correctness of that condition and other one is for incorrectness of that condition. You can see here if else statement, syntax for if else statement. Here you are giving if and the expression here or the condition basically, and if the condition is true, it's going to execute the statement which is below if statement and else, and if the statement is false, it's going to the else statement and it'll execute the statement that is for else. So you can understand this with the help of a flowchart. Here you can see that it's going to start here and if condition is given here. If the condition is true, it's going to execute the if code or the true statement that's here. And if the condition is false, it's going to the else, and if it sees whether the condition is true or false, and it's going to execute the else statement. Let us understand this with the help of an example. So for this, let's see voters age. If we know that the required age for voting is 18, if our age is less than 18, we cannot vote. So let us see this program. So here we are taking the integer for age and we are giving a condition that if age is greater than or equal to 18, printf you are eligible to vote. Else, if the condition is false, it's going to come to the else statement and it's going to print sorry, you're not eligible to vote. So the output for this program is here. enter your age. So I have entered here 88. So 88 is basically greater than 18. So it's gonna print the statement you are eligible to vote. If else statement. The next topic is if else statement. The if ladder statement is used for an extension to if else statement. It is used the scenario where there are multiple cases to be performed for different conditions. In if else if ladder statement, if a condition is true, then the statements defined in the if block will be executed. Otherwise, if some other condition is true, then the statements defined in the else if block will be executed. And the last, if none of the conditions is true, then the statements defined in the else block will be executed. There are multiple else if blocks possible. So basically this is used when there are multiple conditions that's needed to be taken in a scenario. So let us see the syntax for this. If condition 1 is true, it's gonna execute the statement which is under this body, and if the else if the condition is false, it's going to come to the next statement. It's going to check the condition. If this is true, the thing that's down below this or below the else if block will be executed. And even if this is wrong, it's going to go to the next statement and see whether this is true. If this is true, it's going to execute the body which is under this, or it's going to go to the last statement, that's else. Code, if none of the three conditions are true, then it's going to execute the else statement. So let us understand this with the help of a flowchart. So you can see here there are basically three conditions. Condition 1, if condition 1 is true, the statement 1 is going to be executed. If it's false, it's going to go to the condition 2. If condition 2 is true, then it's going to go to statement 2. If it's false, it's going to go to the next condition n. If condition n is true, it's going to print statement 10. If it is false, it's going to print statement s. So it's going to end the program. Let us understand this by a help of a example, if else if statement with the help of an example. So you can see here if marks, it's going to take the marks and it's going to check which grade you have got. If your marks is greater than 85 and marks lying between 85 and 100, then you have secured grade A. Else if this condition is not true, it's going to go to the next statement, that is if your marks is between 60 and 85, you have scored B plus. And else if another condition, if that condition is true, it's going to execute that statement. But if it is false, it's going to come to this statement, marks greater than 40 or lying between 40 and 60, it's going to give you have scored B. Else if marks is between 30 and 40, you have scored grade C. And if none of these are correct, it's going to go to the else statement and it's going to print you have failed. So the output for this is it's going to show like enter your marks. I've entered 80. So here you can see 80 is lying here between 60 and 85. So it's going to print you scored grade B plus. It's printing your scored grade B plus. So the next statement which we are going to use is switch statement. Switch statement is used when there are multiple conditions, when we cannot use if else if and else if statements, then we consider using switch case statements. The switch statement in C is an alternate to if else if ladder statements, which allows us to execute multiple operations for different possible values of a single variable called switch variable. Here we can define various statements in the multiple cases for the different values of a single variable. So the syntax for this is simple. Switch expression. In expression, you're basically going to give the condition, and if that condition is true, it's going to execute the value, or else it's going to break the program. Breaking statement is used to not completely terminate the program, but it's going to stop the program and it's going to go to the next case to check the value or the condition is true or not. So if case 2, if the condition is true, then it's going to give us the condition. If condition is true, it's going to print the statement, or else it's going to go to the next list, and we can have multiple cases and number of cases, and if none of them are true, it's going to execute the default value. Code to be executed if all the cases are not matched. So the flowchart for this is here. You can see here this program is going to start and expression is going to given. If case 1 is unmatched, it's going to, if case 1 is matched, it's going to go to print the statement 1, or else it will break the program and go down. And if it's unmatched, it's going to come to the case 2, and case 2, if it is matched, it's going to print statement 2, or else it will break the program. And if case 2 is unmatched, it goes to case n, and if case n is matched, it will print statement 10, or else it will break the program and go down. And if none of these cases are matching, it will print the default statement and it will end the program. So let us understand this with the help of an example. Example for switch statement. Okay, here we are going to enter a number, and if the number is equal to 10, case 10, here we are having three scenarios when the number is equal to 10, 50 and 100. We are entering a number is equal to 0. If we are going to enter a number, and if this number is equal to 10, print the number is equal to 10, or else we're going to break the statement. And here we are going 50, case 50, print as if number is equal to 50, case 100. If we are giving the given number is equal to 100, it will execute the number is equal to 100. If none of these cases are true, it will come to the default statements, and it's going to print number is not equal to 10, 50 and 100. So let us understand this with the help of an example. So I have entered here the number 50, and see, you can see here the second case, which is 50. So it's going to print the number is equal to 50. Thank you.